was about the grind. Yeah, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again.
Let's begin now.
What's up, Nasties? How you doing? Happy hump day. Happy wing day. Welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, coming to you live from the William Huff Studios. Edmonton Sports Talk, of course, presented by Play Alberta. Zach Kubish in the house, looking very handsome with a nice red polo. Joaquin Gage also looks very handsome. And Hernan, how you doing?
Looking good.
Oh, boy. What's up, Joaquin? How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Tired today, though. It's because I was complaining about you always saying you were tired. I think it's Chunga's revenge here.
Well, I don't know one wants to hear this, but I'm back running, so I have a lot more energy.
Do you?
Yeah. Well,
That's
2
good.
weeks off. I needed it, though.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah. You still won't join me running?
No.
No, okay. Would you ride a bike beside me running?
Like Mick?
Yeah, like good old Mick and Rocco.
Let's see if I can grab a chicken, too. To have you chase that around.
That'd be fun, actually.
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
Does anyone have a chicken out there we can get Hernan to start chasing?
We'll video it.
He needs greasy speed.
How long does it take me to catch the chicken?
Greasy lightning speed.
Oh, man.
That'd be good, man. I'd watch that after I recorded it multiple times.
I'd rather train like Rocky did in his movies than what like traditional training is with weights and like going to a gym.
That's just because you would like to cut a couple slabs of meat off that meat after hitting it.
Imagine punching the meat though, man. That's awesome. And then just running. What else did he do? When he was in Russia with the logs.
Okay,
remember?
the Russia workouts were great.
Yeah.
No pain.
No pain.
No pain.
No pain.
No pain.
He's doing the stuff with his legs, right? The balancing.
You ever try that?
Yeah, I have actually.
Yeah, that fall right over. Yeah. No, I don't have the core. Like, hey, you know what I saw? Speaking of Rocky, Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
With John Travolta. Do you know in that movie when he's walking down the street, he hits shoulders and it's Rocky?
Is it?
Yeah, he turns around. He's got a black eye and he's got the hat. He's got the
I didn't know that.
fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
I just saw something on that.
Yeah, I want to train like Rocky. Man. Screw this traditional.
Are you gonna get up at 5?
I'll do whatever I have to, man.
Eat a carton full of eggs?
That's probably the only thing I wouldn't.
Isn't that bad for you? That's a lot of cholesterol, isn't it?
Yeah. Rocky knew how to get it done, though, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you start wearing that hat and just bring a bouncy ball with fingerless gloves around. I'll let you borrow my
Hey, yo, Rocco.
Yeah.
Hey, you can be my Mick.
Yeah.
Just don't die on me, man.
Your girlfriend's Angelica?
Yeah.
Does she work at a fish or a pet store? You get her a job at a pet store, and then you can go in there. If you're gonna do it, go all the way, man.
Speaking of working out, okay, I've noticed this a lot lately, and I'm not judging. I'm just curious. Okay, Joaquin, like you played pro hockey, you worked out a lot of your life. I run more than I do weights or anything like that. But you know what I've noticed a lot, that people go to the gym and they work out in Converse, like Chucks.
Really?
I just wonder, like, is that like a style? Like, because listen, we all wear them because they're stylish, they look good, you know, with shorts or jeans and all that. But they're like, they say I'm wearing them and I go to Heritage Days, like my feet hurt after.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't like. Why do people work out in those shoes when you have no support?
I think so. Well, sometimes they say to work out in bare feet, it's better, right?
Okay.
And essentially you have bare feet with those things on. Like, but it's like a flat sole.
Yeah, you have no ankle support. You have nothing. So I'm curious, maybe some people that listen to us like that work out in Chucks. I'm just curious why. I've seen it a lot, man.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't want something bouncy, especially if you're like doing a Stairmaster or treadmill or anything like that, just to give you that extra little.
When I told you at the half marathon, a guy wearing high top Chuck Taylors ran by me, man.
Okay, that's unreal. Like the thing with wearing different kinds of shoes when you're working out is definitely that fact. Like if you're wearing Converse, like you want to wear those if you're doing squats or something like that, right? You don't want a shoe that changes the angle of your foot too much. Yeah. Like you don't want to have too much loft as well with the bounciness there. Like if you're doing cardio, that's fine because it's less hard on the feet and the knees. But if you're lifting heavy, you do want to feel that ground. It's kind of like when skateboarders, like they wear their Vans, they want to feel the board, right? Like they don't want to be wearing, I don't know, a New Balance shoe or something like that, even though they're fine. But
when I was on Team Canada, like we'd work out all the time.
Yeah.
And you'd see the people would come in doing squats and they had weightlifting shoes, but they were like wood on the bottom, like super flat, but gave you a little bit.
So Zedmo's saying flats for squats.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I understand that, but they're not comfortable. Like
might as well just go bare feet, but that's kind of gross.
Dr. Loomis says, you folks need to be wearing clown shoes. Ooh. Ouch. Whoa. Whoa. The negative energy.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't mind clown shoes. They're big, warm.
Coob, a wealth of shoe knowledge. Who knew? Heavy deadlifting, always barefoot, Penner's Pancakes.
But you can't go barefoot in the gym. They'd kick you out right away, right? Like if you're at home.
Yeah. Penner's Pancakes knows because he's a pretty buff dude, right?
Is he?
Yeah. But you can't go bare feet to the gym.
No.
I saw a guy one time at the Commonwealth gym with no shirt on.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I don't think you're allowed to be in here with no shirt.
That's great.
Yeah. And he wasn't fit.
He didn't even have a reason to not wear one. Oh.
I can't believe that.
Because even like you look old school basketball NBA, the guys all wore Chucks.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, remember when Jordan wore his first Jordan 1s in this last game at Madison Square Garden? They asked him what do you feel about the game? I just got to get these things off my feet. Like they're killing me right now. He said his feet were just completely torn apart, bleeding and stuff from wearing those.
That's crazy.
And those were, they were old shoes. They weren't Chuck Taylors, but
rookies for the Oilers report today on the ice tomorrow. In your day, Joaquin, was there a rookie camp or did you guys all come in together?
There was rookie camp, but it was like right after the draft.
Oh yeah, they still do that.
They still do that. And then it was main camp. There was no rookie before some teams I think did it. Luke Gazdek talks about it in Dallas. I think it was almost like a tryout. So you had to be good in rookie camp to stay to go to main camp.
Okay. So for you, it's just main camp.
Well, I went to the rookie camp. I still remember. And when me and Louis DeBrusk get together, we sometimes talk about it. But that's the first time I met Louis at my first rookie camp. And it was during K-Days.
Oh, okay.
And we went to the K-Days and got to the paintball guns.
Yeah.
And there was a guy walking around and it looked like an old scuba suit. And you could just shoot him. And we just spent every dollar we had just shooting this guy in the head and other regions of his body and laughing. I thought it was hilarious.
So you would go to main camp, the rookies and vets were all mixed together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Edmonton was different. But Edmonton had the biggest training camp of them all. There'd be 80 skaters there, right? And then they'd split them into groups. There'd be group one that would be rookies and minor leaguers and maybe some free agent signings. There'd be two groups of that. Then the main group would come on, with all the NHLers. Yeah. They would practice, then scrimmage, go home, and then we'd have to go back out and play.
How nervous were you? When your first year going to an NHL camp?
Not too.
No?
Well, because when I got there, Kevin Prendergast, who was the director of player personnel at the first, he goes, okay, here's your per diem and here's your plane ticket. You'll be leaving on this day. So you go there,
no chance.
No chance. I was who knows? You think your first camp, you shoot the lights out. Maybe you're starting game one. No.
Who were the goalies when you went in?
Oh, there was a plethora. I think.
But who were the studs?
Bill Ranford. I think Tugnut was at my first camp. Who else? Oh, It was Peter. No, Peter Ing. Was he there?
Peter Ing, maybe.
Wayne Cowley, Tugnut,
Wayne Cowley.
Bill Ranford, Andrew Werner. Who else was there?
How did you perform?
My first camp?
Yeah.
I can't really remember.
No.
I think it was okay.
Okay.
Nothing special. My second camp, I don't think I was that good. My third camp, I rocked it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really good.
Because it's a little bit different for these guys because they're all rookies. Like they're not
Yeah.
mixing with the vets, except for the guys that are going to join the team, right? Not all of them are going to get invited to main camp.
Yeah.
They'll be on the ice tomorrow. They play Friday. Are you going to the game?
Is it on TV?
It might be on Oilers Plus. I have no idea, but
Yeah, we were just talking about it, and I was saying you couldn't. I'd have to get as the boys called it this morning, a stipend to go to this game. I don't have any interest in seeing it until I want to see these rookies, of course, but I want to see them going up against other NHL guys.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
Oh, for sure. All right, let's tee up the show. Derek Van Die's coming up at 1:20 from NHL.com. We'll talk some Oilers. We'll talk rookie camp. We'll talk some West teams as well. Hernan's World coming up at 1:40 for the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Faces of the franchise. It is Edmonton Oilers Day, Joaquin.
Well, here it is.
Courageous moment presented by Alberta Blue Cross. 2:20. Elks defensive back JJ Ross, who has stepped in for Devondrick Bynum and has not missed a beat. He played one game last year. He's played 7 this year. We'll talk with JJ Ross at 2:20. And, of course, this day in sports history and all that fun stuff coming your way. Hit us up on the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. And on the good old nasty chat, slam that thumbs up if you like. And, of course, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. One more chance to check out Aqua and their hit, Barbie Girl, tonight. All you got to do for tickets is go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. I mean, the news of the day, Joaquin, we got to get to the Minnesota Wild. Sounds like Kirill Kaprizov has turned down a record-setting contract extension valued at $128 million over 8 seasons, which is $16 million AAV. Listen, he's a hell of a player, okay? But he's not a top 5 player in the world, and you're turning down this contract. What in the you-know-what is going on?
What's in the water in Minnesota?
Holy cannoli.
That's it's staggering to think that he wouldn't sign that. To think that he hasn't done anything close to what you would call his peers at that level. And who was it? Was it Dusty yesterday? Dusty said he's a secondary cast. Like, he believes Kirill, although he's a really good player, he's their McDavid, essentially.
Sure.
But he also has a great supporting cast of players to work with there that I think might go underappreciated to an extent. But man, I mean, did you say this? I mean, you'll say it later, I guess. I don't want to take words out of your mouth. You made a good point that this is the reason why the hold up for Connor's contract, because there's no way he wants to get paid less than this bum.
I truly think McDavid's like, yeah, I'm going to be the highest paid player in the league. But again, that's not a problem for the Oilers. If this guy gets 16, Connor's like, I'll take 17. The Oilers would be like, where do we sign? Let's do it. But if this, like, Kaprizov to turn down $16 million, like, what is he expecting, man?
Wow.
Like, that blows my mind. Like, come on, this guy's not a 17, 18, 19, $20 million player, even 16 for that fact. Great player. Yes, the best player on the Minnesota Wild, for sure. But come on, what is he waiting for? What does he want?
Only hit 100 points once. And I know...
He was close 2 years ago.
Yeah.
96, I think.
Yeah, close. Yeah. Whatever. I don't care about close.
But man, oh man, like it is bizarre that he turned down this deal. It is truly. And now I'm more convinced than ever that McDavid's waiting for this shoe to drop. And it might not drop till next season.
Well, what does Minnesota do at this point?
Yeah, but okay, so Bill Guerin, let's just say McDavid and says, screw it, I'm not going to wait anymore. Boom, I want $17 million. Bill Guerin can say, Kirill,
you're not getting more.
You're not getting more than the best player on the planet.
But how much more could you actually want? I don't know. I haven't looked at I mean, Minnesota has a ton of cap space too, because they finally just got out from under.
Well, no, I was looking today.
But the big hits.
The big chunks, yeah. So they, what do they have? They have $4.4 million in cap space. Parisi and the other jabroni there, Suter, they got 4 more seasons at just over $8K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it still adds up.
It adds up.
I get
but
it.
It's not 10.
Yeah. But I'm just blown away that he turned this down. And maybe it's the term. Maybe he doesn't want 8 years. Maybe he wants to do 4 years and then get paid even more in 4 years, Joaquin. But man, oh man, alive, $16 million a year when you're not even what? Where would you put him in for the forward group? Top 10? He's not top 5 in my eyes.
No, I have to look at a list.
Well, let's go our top 5. McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Nathan McKinnon, Kucherov, Austin Matthews.
You could put McCarr there.
No, I'm saying forwards.
Oh, forwards.
Yeah.
Kachuk, Barkov. Yeah, I mean, you could go through a list of Florida Panthers that
different, but
needed if you want to win.
They've won. Yeah.
I'm not looking at the razzle dazzle flash that he can do. Just what is he? He just hasn't done anything yet. He's great on highlights.
He plays with good players too.
That's the thing.
Boldy's a stud. Marco Rossi's really good. I wouldn't say a stud yet. Eriksson Ek, one of the better centers.
Zuccarello
gets it done. I mean, he's not the elite of the elite, but it's. Hey, and tomorrow we're gonna have a wild guest on, Jesse Pierce. Okay,
get her take on this.
And we booked this before this news drop, so this is awesome.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, it's gonna, because how can you turn down that deal when for many you're not considered a top 5 forward? You might be in that 6 to 10 range, sure.
Yeah. But how does he command that much? Looking at his stats. I mean, there's been injuries too, right? That's the other thing.
He only played 40 games last year.
Yeah, 41 games, 56 points, which is still, 25 goals. But
I mean, he probably would have hit 100 if he was on pace for that.
Yeah, because I think it was Benny. He loves him, eh? Benny, I thought he was going to put his jersey on.
Benny said he was better than McDavid. No,
yeah, he did.
He didn't say that.
He basically did.
Stu Barnes' third cousin did not say that. He's high on them, though.
He's very high on them. 100 points once, played 81 games in 21-22. Flirted with 50 goals a few times. But come on. 16 mil? Who would you rather have on your team? Kirill or Leon?
Well, I'm a little biased. I'd say Leon. I'm being honest, though. Like,
okay,
if you ask a guy outside of the Edmonton market, he
might say Kirill.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
No, that's fine.
All right, we'll continue this conversation with our good buddy Derek Van Diest, who's coming up next year on EST Afternoons. Of course, we'll give you updates on Elks practice. Good news. Nick Anderson was at practice yesterday. Some bad news. Brinkman, Javon Leake, and Tanner Green did not, so we'll wait for the injury report today. Just some quick news. The BC Lions add veteran TJ Lee and signed former Bombers DB Marquise Bridges, who was released earlier this year. That defense is struggling mightily. Dustin Crum starts for the Red Blacks this week in British Columbia, but Drew Brown will dress as the third on the depth chart. And of course, Blue Jays came back yesterday to win their first game against the Astros. Game 2 of their 3-game set goes today. The Jays still holding tops in the AL East. Still to come, Hernan's World, faces of the franchise, JJ Ross from the Edmonton Elks. But up next, we will talk to Derek Van Diest. And we were talking Kirill Kaprizov, the contract extension and all that. So we'll see what DVD has, his thoughts on that, on rookie camp, and on Connor McDavid. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoon. Slam that thumbs up. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat and the River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. We're back after the break.
NHL insider Frank Zervali reported that Kirill Kaprizov has said no to an 8-year, $128 million extension in Minnesota. That contract would make history as the biggest in NHL history, worth $16 million per season. Out west, the Sharks have inked Michael Misa, their second overall pick from this year's draft, to his entry-level deal. The 18-year-old had 134 points in 65 games with the OHL's Saginaw Spirit last season. In other news, Blues prospect Zach Dean has entered the NHL's Player Assistance Program. Well, in the majors, the Jays look to snap a 3-game losing streak. They rematched the Astros just after 5. Toronto losing 4-3 in yesterday's series opener. Jose Barrios gets a start today with Toronto sitting 3 games atop the AL East ahead of both the Yankees and Red Sox, who sit second place. And right now, 1 game's live. The league leading Brewers hold a 2-1 lead over the Rangers bottom of the 3rd, while the Red Sox and Athletics are just about to get underway. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. A financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. We chat some more NHL with Derek Van Diest on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Friend of the show, Jamie Thomas from Winnipeg.
Luke Shen talked the other day. He comes off and talks like Jonathan Toews doesn't have to say a word in the dressing room, right? It's just like all the stuff that he's won. His resume speaks for itself. But man, if they can get 60 points out of him, like 55% face off, that would be huge because they're going to need him a lot without Adam Lowry in the lineup until like November.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Back to school? Really?
Yay! Really? As things settle back into a routine in your home, you may need extra space. Sentinel Storage is here to help with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Lobsterfest is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. A pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixins for just $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Back here on EST Afternoons, Joaquin Gage, Hernan and Salas, Zach Kubish here. Lots coming in on Caprioff and turning down $16 million. We'll get to all those messages here shortly. No Bolden says Leon has other tangibles that Caprioff will never offer. Listen, and YouTube Trev says we're sleeping on. No, he's a great player.
He is a great player.
But
like I said, he's there. He's the Minnesota Wild's McDavid.
Yes, 100%. But come on, man. That kind of money and you're turning it down. Hey, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. All you got to do is deposit $50 to get a $50 free bet. Use the promo codes EST Sports and YEG50 as we bring in our good buddy for the first time in a while since the hockey season ended, Derek Van Diest from NHL.com. DVD, my friend, how are you?
Good. How are you guys doing today?
Good, man. Would you ever turn down $16 million for 8 years?
No, I would not. I would not turn down that kind of money. Yeah, it's surprising. But you know what I think the big thing is, and Gage maybe can chime in on this, is that with the salary cap increasing the way it is, I think it's going from 95 to 103, from 103 to 113. like, I think players are looking at those long-term deals going, I could be extremely underpaid here in 4 or 5 years if the salary cap is whatever percentage is at. I think that's one of the situations they're holding up the McDavid deal right now is that, I'm sure that the PA would want him to sign as close to 20% of the cap as possible, right? So if he signs a long-term deal, like he's signing 20% of a cap at 103 when it might be 120, 125, who knows where it's going to be in 4 or 5 years. So maybe that's what Kaprizov's camp is looking at going, hey, 16 looks great under these current economic times, but it may be low if this thing goes up to like 120 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're thinking, but that's a lot of money to walk away from, particularly when you had a good year, but then you got injured. And things kind of went south after that. So, but yeah, it's a lot of money to kind of leave on the table.
So looking at Connor McDavid, DVD, you were there. You asked questions in the scrum and all that. He met with some Edmonton reporters as well privately and did one-on-ones. What did you take away from Connor McDavid? Because we have a lot of our listeners, a small bunch are kind of freaking out. I might do a long term, I might do a short term, I might do no term. What did you make of his comments? And do you believe that McDavid's kind of not holding out, but waiting on what Caprioff does to see where his number lands?
Well, I think, there are weighing some options, and I think he's getting pulled in some different directions here. So I think the Oilers are pulling him in one direction. His heart is pulling him in one direction. His family's pulling him in one direction. The NHLPA is pulling him in one direction. So I think he's trying to. The thing that got to me is like, I'm trying to make something that fits for everybody, that works for everybody. So that means that it's not just him that is dealing with this. Like, he's got to try and make everyone happy. Like, he doesn't want to sign a $20 million contract with the Oilers and really, really put him in a tough spot where they can't sign anyone else to help him win. And at the same time, I'm pretty sure the PA says you can't sign for $15 million when the cap is $103 million because you're eligible to have $20 million. So you're leaving $5 million on the table as the best player in the game. So I'm sure he's getting pressure from that. So I think he's just trying to make it all work out. But I do think that if the cap was going to stay flat for the next 5 years, I don't think there'd be an issue. He would have signed. Let's move on. Here's the number. But I think that's the one thing that's really kind of throwing a lot of negotiations into a bit of a spin here because no one knows what the number is going to be down the road. Now that things are kind of back to normal after COVID and revenues are going up and everything is going up and the cap's going up. And so I think that's the danger of signing a long-term deal is you sign an 8-term deal that looks good this year, next year. Yeah. But in 5, 6, 7, 8 years down the road, you're like, wow, like Leon Draisaitl could be a vastly, vastly underpaid player in 5 years. And you're going, wow, like he is really underpaid at, what was he making, 14 and a half now? So, if the cap goes up to 120, you're looking at that going, yeah, he probably should be making a bigger percentage of the cap than he is. So I think that's the danger right now with negotiations.
Yeah, Leon's kind of no stranger to doing this, I guess, is because if I remember correctly, everyone was going nuts when he signed that one the first time. But DVD, what's I know it's only testing and things like that, but are you hearing anything, any surprises from what the young rookies are doing today at the rink with push-ups and sit-ups? Is anyone blowing the doors off anyone?
Well, no, I haven't heard much from them. They basically told us not to come until tomorrow, because we weren't going to be able to talk to anybody. So we had a little discussion about that, and they're like, well, okay.
If you're dying, you can come watch me work out later.
Exactly. It's like they basically said the doors will be locked when you get there, so don't even bother. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. See, like it's a different time now when these guys are coming into camp. If you don't come into camp in really, really good shape, you're gonna get in trouble. Like back in the day, I remember talking to Phil Esposito once back in the day, and he said the only ice I saw in the summer was in my drink. Now that's obviously a lot different. He would come to camp to get in shape. That's what training camp was for, to come and get in shape. Now you have to be in shape in training camp. So I'm pretty sure that, the guys, Ike Howard is a guy that's going to obviously very interesting to everybody. And this is a guy that playing NCAA, you got to work out a lot. Like they practice all week and they play 2 games on the weekend, practice all week. Those guys are in the gym. I remember once the Oilers were practicing at Boston College or Boston University. So we got a tour of the BU facilities there, and I was like, wow, like the facilities they have available to those kids now in the NCAA are incredible. And so, I'm interested to see what his test scores are and kind of what he does, and we'll get the chance to talk to him tomorrow, probably see him play Friday. So I think that's the biggest question mark, I think, for the Oilers is Ike Howard and what kind of impact he can make, the Hobey Baker Award winner. There's going to be lots of expectations on him. I think the good thing with him is that he doesn't have to come in here. He's not going to be the savior of the franchise. He's just going to come in here and be one of the guys and learn from some of the best in the game. So I think he's going to be a good fit. But, yeah, I just want to see what he can do. And I know people are going to get excited to put him on McDavid's wing or Draisaitl's wing or things like that. I think we got to temper expectations with this kid and kind of let him learn the ropes a little bit, let him learn the pro game and go from there before we start talking about him being a 40-goal scorer on McDavid's wing.
Derek Van Diest from NHL.com joining us here on EST Afternoons. Derek, that's a good point. You're seeing a lot of fans get excited, right? Ike Howard projecting 50 points, and some people are going crazy. I think 30 points is a good season for Ike Howard. Who knows where he's going to land, especially with Hyman probably missing the start. When you look at, obviously, the other two big names at rookie camp are going to be Matt Savoy, who's going to be on this roster to start the season, and a guy that might push in maybe a year or two in Bo Akey. Are those two names that stand out for you after Ike Howard, or do you have another name that you want to throw into that mix?
No, those two are there. I think Akey's going to have to play a year pro probably in the American Hockey League. But I talked to him this year. He was at the rookie camp this summer, and he wants to make an impression. He was coming here to make an impression at main camp, so he wants to make it a tough, difficult decision for the Oilers. He's coming in here. He's healthy. He's ready to go. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. See, there's no room on the blue line. The Oilers have 7 NHL defensemen, so. He's going to have to beat out someone for a job, and it's going to be really tough to do when you got 7 veterans on that blue line. So, but I think Savoy's going to come in here, and as my understanding is, he really found himself a role in Bakersfield as a penalty killer, and I think that's something that the Oilers want him to come and do. Fill in a void as a penalty killer here, play down the lineup a little bit. I think he had a great season last year in Bakersfield. I think the Oilers are really happy with his development. This is a kid that has incredible amount of skill, but he had to kind of branch out in different parts of his game. You're not always going to be a top-line guy when you make the jump from junior to the AHL to the NHL. So you have to find a niche. You have to find a way to contribute to the team. And I think Chris Knobloch talked about that. I talked to the Oilers scouting staff about that. So I think he's going to come in here and he's going to get every opportunity. Yeah. But I think they want him to be an effective penalty killer, an effective checking guy, and before having to worry about providing offense. So he's going to be another guy to look for. And yeah, I think those 3 guys, those are the guys that kind of I think really will have the eye of the coaching staff at this rookie camp.
Derek, this seems like I'm trying to remember the last time young guys were coming into two highly touted young guys were coming into the Oilers, and they weren't anointed the position already. Like they had to earn it. Do you feel like is it theirs to lose, or is there still a lot that they have to prove to gain an ongoing position with the Edmonton Oilers here? Start at least the first night of the regular season.
I don't think they're anointed those positions because you got some other guys coming in here going to battle for spots as well. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point, Ike Howard finds himself in the American Hockey League just to kind of learn the pro game. Yeah. That happens a lot to NCAA guys. Look at Rutger McGarity last year. He wanted a guarantee to play in Winnipeg. Winnipeg said, we can't guarantee you a spot on the roster. They traded him to Pittsburgh, and we played a few games in Pittsburgh. Then they said, okay, yeah, you need to go down and get some seasoning and get some pro development. And then the funny thing is when Pittsburgh showed up in Winnipeg, the Winnipeg fans were all chanting, where is Rutger? Which I thought was absolutely hilarious, right? He didn't want to play with them. So there's nothing wrong with that, though. That's the path to get to the NHL. And I think a lot of these kids in the NCAA think they can make that jump right away. We've seen it here before with NCAA guys trying to make that jump, and it's a big jump, especially when you're going from playing just on weekends to playing every other day. And I think we talk a lot about the NCAA guys sometimes hit the wall around December or January, because that's a lot of hockey in a short amount of time. So I just think the Oilers aren't putting too many expectations on these kids, which is a good thing, because we've lived the situation where the Taylor Halls come in here, the Jordan Eberle's come in here, the Ryan Nugent-Hopkins come in here as 18-year-olds, and everyone expects them to make an immediate impact, which is tough on an 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kid. Like, you need to develop, especially, those college kids who don't know the pro game per se. They play kind of in professional atmosphere in the NCAA, but it's not every other day. It's not the massive travel. It's not, it's the travel, it's the hotels, it's the playing, it's the practicing. There's a lot that goes to it. So I think you have to be patient with these kids. And I think the Oilers now have that luxury of being able to develop a guy in the minors, being able to keep them down there and develop them and then bring them up when they're ready, as opposed to, kind of hurrying them, because there's just no one else to play in front of them. I think now, back then, there was no one else to play in front of Hall or Eberle or Nugent-Hopkins. Now they have the guys that can play in front of them. And so you have that luxury of taking your time with your younger players. And I think that's what they're going to do. I think that's what Stan Bowman's plan is. And I think that's what the Oilers, they're going to plan to do with these kids. We're not going to rush them. If they're not ready, we're not going to be afraid to say, okay, you know what, you need to go down and play some games and spend some time in the American Hockey League. And they have that luxury. Yeah, they're not getting anointed spots. They have to win these spots, and then you got to keep those spots.
Yeah,
sometimes winning the spot is easier than keeping the spot. So especially when you're playing every night. So I think that's we're going to see that, which is a good thing. When you have a good team, that doesn't mean you have to rush a 21-year-old into your lineup.
No, that's a great point. They got to earn it still. This team is still considered a contender. You can't be giving up spots just like that, right? Just like Candy and say, they're going to fill in. So we do have a question for you, DVD, from one of our listeners, Penner's Pancakes. He says, what do the Blackhawks do with the Connor Bedard extension? He's in the last year of his entry level this year. They went heavy on Frank Nazar, thinking that he's going to be, the guy riding shotgun with Bedard. Oh, have you heard anything? What do you think a contract looks like for Bedard with the cap going up? But they probably want to lock this guy up long term.
Yeah, they want to lock him up long term, but he's not going to be an unrestricted free agent for a while. So they got some time. They can play with a bridge contract. I actually talked to Connor Bedard at the Olympic orientation camp in Calgary a couple weeks ago. We had a nice sit down. And we talked for a good 10, 15 minutes. And he said he's not really concerned about the contract. Whatever it is, it'll be whatever it is, but he will be the highest paid player in Blackhawks history because just the way that things are right now. So he'll have the highest contract. But whether or not it could be the same situation, if I'm looking at Bedard's cap, they want to get as close to that 20% as possible. So when you don't know where the salary cap is, I can see him going for a bridge, 3-4 year bridge contract. They want to keep him there forever. So they have the luxury that he'll be a restricted free agent. He's not going in unrestricted free agency like McDavid is. So I think that's a different situation. But yeah, he's not concerned because basically they've told him and he knows he's going to be the highest paid player in the history of the Chicago Blackhawks right away. So not concerned about that. He's more concerned with having a good third season. He wasn't happy with the season last year. He wants to be strong, have a good season, help his team kind of get out of the mud. They've been stuck in the mud for so long, this franchise, and he's trying to pull them out of there. And he's eyeing a spot on the Olympic team. So if he can have a good first half of the season, there's a spot on the Olympic team possible to have. So he's looking at that. But yeah, he's said, like you said, not concerned about the contract at all. It's not really in the back of his mind, and they'll figure it out as they go. But I do think that the rise, and just the way it's rising, the salary cap, it's rising so high. I think that's the one thing agents are looking at going, okay, well, yeah, if we sign a long-term extension right now, my guy's going to be really underpaid in 5, 6, 7 years. And, that could be a problem.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So many of these contracts coming up and the cap going up. It's going to see how teams kind of navigate these contracts, right? Probably going to see a lot of shorter terms for sure. DVD, this has been great. Going for real tomorrow, I guess, with rookie camp. And then next week, the main guys will show up and we're off and running with another Oilers season. Thank you for taking the time. We'll chat soon, my friend.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right, that's DVD. Good to be talking some Oilers once again with our good buddy from NHL.com. He covers not only the Oilers, but the Flames, the Canucks, all the kind of the West teams here, and does great work for NHL.com. Portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Make your birthday legendary at the CBH. Epic food, killer drinks, and a vibe you can't beat. Plus, get free nachos with our app. Book your party now. The Canadian Brew House. Our house is your house. On the other side of the break, it's time for Hernan's World, which is presented by Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. We'll have some fun with that. We want to hear from you. River Cree inbox 780-218-9999 or hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up for us, and we're back after the break. Here's Scoop.
According to NHL insider Frank Seravalli, Kirill Kaprizov turned down a $128 million contract extension with the Wild, reportedly offering Kaprizov an 8-year deal worth $16 million per season. The 28-year-old had 56 points in 41 games in an injury-shortened season last year. And for the Sharks, this year's second overall pick, Michael Misa signed his entry-level deal. Last season with the Saginaw Spirit, he had 62 goals and 134 points in 65 games. In St. Louis, 22-year-old Blues prospect Zach Dean has entered the NHL's player assistance program. While on the diamond, the Jays host the Astros for Game 2 of their series. Toronto did, in fact, win 4-3 in last night's series opener, with Jose Barrios taking the mound today. And 2 games are live right now. Rangers recording a 2-run third inning. They're up 3-2 against the Brewers. Top of the fourth, Caleb Durbin is at bat for Milwaukee with 2 outs in the inning. Elsewhere, the Red Sox and Athletics are just getting underway. Boston sitting 3 games back of the Jays for first in the AL East. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. Hernan's World is what brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The EST Hangout.
I want Aaron Boone fired. Aaron Boone. He's an awful manager. They are never going to win a World Series with Aaron Boone. He should have been fired. He should have never been hired. He should have been fired 4 seasons ago. Aaron Boone needs to go.
Blue Jays said that about their guy. He needs to go. They stuck with it, and now look where they're at.
Boone needs to go. It's just that simple.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Looking for a smart alternative to heating and cooling your home? Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson, your cold climate heat pump specialists. We'll explain how Trane heat pumps offer a reliable, cost-effective heating and cooling solution. Order your Trane heat pump now and take advantage of the Canada Greener Homes Loan Initiative. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. From the most experienced HVAC company around, family owned and operated for nearly 50 years. Visit weiss-johnson.com.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18+. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
We're back here on EST Afternoons. How you doing out there? It's Wednesday. Are you going for wings? If you are, what's your spot for wing night?
The Bend.
It's good. Wing night?
Yeah. Well, it's a good crowd.
Yeah.
Nothing like Saturday, though. That karaoke.
Oh.
I was at karaoke on Saturday there.
Did you sing?
No, but I laughed, man.
Oh, okay.
My God, is that funny? Because there were some red rottens, but some real good ones.
Nice.
There was this girl who obviously it was her 37th birthday because that's what she kept saying on the microphone. She wasn't a bad singer, but was completely inebriated. Right? Okay. It was her birthday party, whatever.
Yeah.
But the funniest part of it all is at the end of the song, I forget what she sang. And I almost fell off my chair because she goes, I'm 37, like expletives. And then like at the end of the song, and she, the mic's still on, she goes, nailed it. Oh my God, it was great.
Who were you at the band with?
I was there with my wife, and then my two of my best friends showed up.
Nice.
Yeah, impromptu. They just showed up. Like,
Hockey bros?
Dave Cooper, who's a former first rounder to the Buffalo Sabres, and my other buddy Sean. He didn't play hockey, but
how many cervezas did you?
I had 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. No one sang at your table?
My wife had like 4, I think.
Did she sing?
No. We laughed though, man. God, it was funny.
Oh, boy.
Nothing better than bad karaoke. And there was a couple like lounge singers. Like one guy came in here. He looked like that guy that tans too much, does all those commercials. Like he was so dark. And he had like a suit jacket, like a white suit jacket. His full leisure suit Larry. And he started singing like old classics. This other guy came in and started singing I think he goes around to karaoke bars because he went around the whole bar and was like talking to people singing Elton John songs.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So it's pretty funny.
There's people that are like they love it. Like they'll go to
yeah,
and really good too.
Well, it's funny because every time I go, oh right, it's Saturday karaoke. But then you go in there and you start listening to it. And, even if they're bad, you cheer at the end. It's good.
Savage the Plumber says, just saw on Twitter that the report of turning down the money is false and fabricated. I did see that tweet too.
Did you?
But I will say, I know Michael Russo covers them and he's got the beat on them and he wrote an article on the rejection of this contract. So interesting. I've got to dig more into that as well. And we'll have a Minnesota Wild guest on tomorrow and see what's really going on here. And supersized Indiana Jones, Big Uke says, EST needs a karaoke night. Oh, no, we don't.
Oh,
no, we don't. All right, let's get to Hernan's World for the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Fall in for flavor and fairways, as the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club is open to the public with twilight golf specials that go easy on your wallet and wings so good they should be on parade. Hit the course, crush some wings, and soak in the sunset. Visit ejmgolf.com to book your round today. So, Coop, Joaquin, and all our lovely listeners and viewers, I'm a casual sports fan, and I want to get into the NHL, okay?
Okay.
I come to you guys and everybody that's watching and listening to us and say, hey guys, who are the top three stars in the NHL? Who would your top 3 be?
Who would my top 3 be? Whew. Are we just going to do one at a time here? How do you want me to?
Just give me your 3.
My 3 right now?
Yeah.
McDavid. McKinnon. Barkov.
Wow, you didn't go Makar?
It's tough for me not to, but
because he's a defenseman.
Well, I just I see how the others battle against McDavid to stop him, right? No one did Barkov ate McDavid up in those last few games. And you need someone like that. So
is Barkov though, I'm a new fan. Does Barkov am I gonna be is he appealing because of the way he plays? He's not an exciting player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he is. He'll do things once in a while. They're like, oh my God, right.
Okay.
He's so skilled too.
I like that one. Cool, what do you got?
Right. I like the Barkov pick though, because he's good on both sides of the game too, right? You're not just focusing on one aspect of the game as well, but with all the factors brought in, now you're a new fan, you want to be excited by the NHL product, and you want to keep an eye out on these superstars that I'm going to list here because they are exciting players and you're going to be entertained every time you sit down and watch them. Of course, Connor McDavid goes without saying. The most electric player in all of hockey, most skilled player in hockey history. And every single night he could turn on a dime, make plays. He's got a wicked shot, unreal hockey IQ. That goes without saying, Connor McDavid is up there, is probably the first player anybody thinks of when you think about NHL. Maybe Sidney Crosby up there too because of his tenure. But if you're a new fan, I think Kirill Kaprizov is a player that you would like to watch.
Yeah.
He's sort of has similar aspects to Connor McDavid's game. He's quick. He can make plays. He's got a nice shot. He was injury riddled last season, but he's the best player on the Minnesota Wild by far, and he makes that team a lot better than they could be without him.
Yeah.
And the third player, Nikita Kucherov.
Wow, good ones.
One of the best playmakers in the league. Could contend with Leon Draisaitl being a better playmaker than him, and he knows how to win. He's won 2 Stanley Cups, 3 Stanley Cup finals. If you're going to follow a player, Nikita Kucherov is easy to cheer for. He's got a bit of a personality. He's a little bit different, and he'll break your ankles out on the ice with the dangles he has.
I think he's the smoothest of the players. Like when you watch that guy, that guy's farting through silk, man.
So neither of you guys put Leon on their list, which is interesting.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it could sound.
I got Leon fatigue.
It could sound biased to put Leon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But Leon, when he's on, like, and that's why I say, like, when you're talking to a new fan, like, I like the Barkov pick, but like, Koob went with like the more exciting guys that a new fan might be like, oh, I like that. You know what I mean?
No, Koob's all about the razzle dazzle.
Okay, let me flip it now.
Who are the 3 worst players in the NHL?
10 years from now, who will be the biggest stars in the NHL?
10 years?
Is it still, at 38 years old, is it still Connor McDavid?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Now, do you think by that time in his career, he'd be more like a Sidney Crosby, where he's still putting up great numbers, but he plays a different game still, right?
It's tough to say with Connor because
he's just different.
Yeah, he's different, and he skates so well that he'll still be able to move, right?
What about
he might even be more dangerous older than he is now.
More poise.
Will Cale Makar be at 36 years old?
Oh yeah, he's like Connor that will be able to play and be effective well past 35, I think, because of that skating mobility.
Okay, I'll give you 3 names for 10 years from now. And a lot of things get changed because we have drafts coming up, right? But for right now, would you agree if the 10 years from now, it would be Macklin Celebrini, Gavin McKenna?
Oh, and what's his Mickey Dup or
Landon
Dupont or Connor Bedard?
Come on.
He does not like Connor Bedard.
I don't say I don't like him. I just think
don't think he's as
I
good
don't think as the song goes, don't believe the hype.
All right. Do you think Celebrini, because I was talking with YouTube Trev about this, and he said he would have Bedard over Celebrini as the top 3 stars in 10 years from now in the
Who's
NHL.
Trev?
Yeah.
Trev's been sitting out in the sun too long.
He's playing with players, though, that complement his game more, right? He has young players are on the Blackhawks for Bedard as well, but they're still struggling, right? Each player gets injured. They've signed older players to try and stay around and add as pieces for Bedard to succeed. He definitely had that big slump, though, but I don't know. Saying Bedard would be better than Celebrini at this point could be a bit of a stretch, and they're still very new to the NHL. But Celebrini is electric as well. Like, you just see him, man, in like 10 years. What is his game going to look like?
He's going to be way better.
To be a superstar for a new player or for a new viewer of the NHL, to take it.
He already sees the whole ice. Celebrini.
Yeah.
Max Bezuza with a good name. Lane Hudson.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Is Michkov up there?
Yeah,
he's on my list, Matvei Michkov, for sure.
You know what? I don't know. It goes in cycles, right?
Yeah.
I wonder in 10 years, is there some guy shooting pucks in his basement right now that we're like...
Yeah, exactly. Like that Dupont kid.
There's some kid in 3rd grade right now who's going to be a superstar in the NHL in 10
I don't
years.
think that Dupont gets drafted for another 10 years.
He's only 16.
Yeah.
But could Connor McDavid at 38 years old still be putting up 80 to 100 points?
Ooh.
Yeah.
100% he can.
Oh, yeah.
Got the right
Sid's
team
doing
around
it.
Yeah.
Makar's still going to be legit at 36.
Easily. Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Big Uke
But
says,
I think there's going to be... I think it's a name that we haven't even heard of that's going to be the the face of the NHL.
That just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But Kevin McKenna, I mean, he's slated as the next generational, right?
Yeah. He's really good. But as we see with Makar, it's a different game. I mean,
because Makar really,
Bedard, I meant. Like, it's because, I mean, Makar, I watched, like, it was college and they showed and he was good and stuff. And then he jumped into the Stanley Cup playoffs. And I'm like, well, how are they playing this guy? And then 2 shifts in, I go, oh, that's why. He just dominated.
Is Dustin Wolf a top 3 goaltender in 10? Like, we're talking about him in the same breath as a Mika Kaprizov.
Ooh, good.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Good comparison overall. Ooh.
Because Mika was fantastic with the Flames.
That's tough. Mika was so elite.
I want to say no, but there's like what other... Like he's a young superstar,
life, right? He's done it his whole life. He's become one of the best in the league.
Yeah. And he's only played 1 year.
Really, he's only played 1 year. But I just think you look at the track record and you go, okay, well, he's doing it again.
Yeah.
I like that the Flames did that.
There's so many.
Like DVD said, this contract, if he pans out, you're laughing with the cap going up.
Oh, 100%. Is Celebrini trending to be better than Bedard right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just because of the
all-around player. Like, because I don't think Bedard gets eaten up against the top guys. Like, they had to move him to the wing, right?
Yeah.
He gets eaten up by the big centers. He doesn't have the puck.
And he gets a bit frustrated, I guess, too, right? Like when you're out muscled like that, being a smaller guy who's still very skilled and he has that potential for sure. It's an adjustment at the NHL level, though. Celebrini kind of made it look like a cakewalk in his first season.
Did you see him go up against Leon and stuff? The game here?
Oh, he was good, man.
But like he was giving it back to Leon.
Yeah.
Like Leon was like, get out of my face, rookie.
Yeah.
And Celebrini had no part of it and was pushing back and got some chances, you know? Like, so that's one of the best and you're holding your own.
It's going to be crazy, though, to see like the change in the NHL even in the next 10 years because everyone's just so skilled nowadays. Like you expect that from these young players that they're just going to be skillful. They're going to have the hands, the capability to make these passes and everything like that. But like in 10 years, how much different is it going to be? Like everyone's going to be an unreal skater. Probably.
It's going to be crazy. This texter says Maddox Schultz, who the Pats selected this year. He's a phenom, number 1 in the WHL draft.
Yeah. The Oil Kings lost out on that draft.
So that's a good name. Thank you for throwing that one in there. This one from Gregor says, I said this from the start and I stick by it. Bedard is the trigger man, the shooter, very similar to Matthews or Ovi, but Bedard isn't a play generator or driver. Bedard is very high-end support player. Celebrini will be better. Yeah, I mean...
Connor Bedard needs Celebrini.
Yeah, imagine those two together.
Be good.
It'd be fantastic. Penner's Pancake says Bedard needs to have an 80-plus point season this year, but if he could explode later in his career like McKinnon, who had 63, 38, 52, 53 in his first 4 years. Yeah. I mean, he went through that classic sophomore slump. He didn't score like in 2 months early on.
Yeah.
The team is, let's be fair
awful.
Here. The team is awful. He doesn't
Everyone thought Seth Jones sucked, right?
Yes.
So...
Many people thought Seth Jones was a terrible. That team is just bad. And they're not going to be any better this year. I'm sorry. Look at that roster. They haven't done a lot.
Maybe that's what they're doing. They're falling for
Gavin.
McKenna.
Can you imagine if they get him? That'd be unreal. Unbelievable. Or do you imagine the Sharks get him?
Oh.
McKenna.
Well, he's probably going to one of those two, right?
Yeah. All right. So let us know if a new fan to the NHL came to you and said, who are the top 3 stars in the NHL? Who would you say? And who's going to be the top 3 stars in 10 years from now? And you can leave one blank because there's a lot of drafts yet to come and a lot of unknowns yet to determine when it comes to who's going to be in the NHL in the next decade or so. That was Hernan's World, brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Hit him up at egmgolf.com to book your round today. In hour 2, faces of the franchise, Edmonton Oilers. Courageous moment. and JJ Ross from the Edmonton Elks. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Like always, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. We're back after the break with Oilers Talk.
The Lock Shop.
All right, well, here's my fellow partner in disrespect as the Lock Shop once again doesn't finish as a top 4 finalist for Show of the Year at the Estes on Edmonton Sports Talk. I guess we're kind of getting used to this.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, the disrespect is real. You know, I'll be the Susan Lucci of Edmonton Sports Talk.
That's what I just said. I said the Lock Shop is the Susan Lucci of the daily lineup.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Get ready for pure adrenaline at Buck's Auto Parts Annihilation Night, Saturday, September 13th at Brad York Raceway. Witness an action-packed evening filled with crashing, smashing, and jaw-dropping stunts. From heart-pounding collision to cars dropped from towering cranes and a jet car burn. Celebrate an evening of outrageous entertainment at Buck's Auto Parts Annihilation Night, Saturday, September 13th at Brad York Raceway. Just west of Highway 2 and Highway 19 at the Edmonton International Airport. Tickets and info online at radraceway.com.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta Highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
NHL insider Frank Saravalli has reported that the Minnesota Wild offered Kirill Kaprizov a record-setting extension worth $16 million over 8 seasons. Kaprizov turned down the offer after he recorded 56 points in 41 games last season. While in San Jose, the Sharks have signed Michael Misa to his entry-level deal. He's the second overall pick from this year's draft. The 18-year-old recorded 134 points in 65 games for the Saginaw Spirit last season. In other news, 22-year-old Zach Dean of the St. Louis Blues has entered the NHL's Player Assistance Program, while out east Toronto battles Houston in Game 2 of their series. Jays winning 4-3 last night against the Astros, having Jose Barrios get the call with first pitch just after 5. And right now, 3 games are underway. Milwaukee trails Texas 3-2, top of the 5th, while the D-backs have a 1-0 lead on the Giants, also in the 5th. Elsewhere, the Red Sox and Athletics play in the 2nd. They're tied at 1 apiece. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. This second hour of EST Afternoons starts right now.
We're back here, Hour 2, EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. Coming up this hour, JJ Ross, defensive back of the Edmonton Elks. We got to do the courageous moment. You're going to like it. You're going to like it, Joaquin.
I hope so.
And Mike. Mike, check 1, 2. And Faces of the Franchise is coming up here right away. Our final one of the summer. Of course, if you missed it, Oilers rookie camp players checked in today for medicals and fitness testing. They'll be on the ice tomorrow. They play Friday. You can get tickets for that game. Kirill Kaprizov turned down a record-setting contract extension, $16 million AAV. That's what's being reported. There's conflicting reports, so we'll get to hopefully we have some clarification on this. Elks back at practice as well. And we'll see. We'll await the injury report. Potentially Nick Anderson should be back this week. They play Saturday in Toronto. Should be another fun game. Big shout out to Derek Van Diest for joining us in the first hour as well. Hit us up, River Korean Box 780-218-9999. And on the Nasty Chat, slam that thumbs up. And Joaquin, we got to do Faces of the Franchise for the last team in the NHL. It's been fun. A lot of good discussion. Maddie filled in for a few shows too, and it was great. We got to do the Edmonton Oilers, which I think is very easy.
Okay, let's hear it then.
Wayne Gretzky.
Okay.
The Moose.
Okay.
McJesus. Connor McDavid.
Are you serious?
Yeah, come on.
What? How would you not put him on that list?
Wait.
What has he done?
What?
He's going to be one
compared to other guys that have been here?
Come on.
Come on.
He's setting records.
You're kidding, right?
Breaking franchise records.
Are you joshing me right now?
I don't know how you can have that we're so familiar with this team.
You're kidding.
No.
You're Josh.
He's joking. He's good one, Gage.
Not even close.
He's got 8 100-point seasons. He's got
when you measure up the Mount Rushmore of the Edmonton Oilers, there's one stat that he doesn't have. I'm sorry.
It does. He
doesn't go on there yet.
He will be a face of the franchise.
Maybe.
No, you gotta have McDavid. I
don't have him on there.
He's got to be there.
He's got to be.
It made me want to watch hockey.
He's got 4 Art Rosses, 2 Hearts, 3 Ted Lindsays, 3 Hearts, a Maurice, I can't talk right now, Rocket Richard, and a Conn Smythe. And yes, he hasn't won the cup.
If you compare him to Wayne Gretzky with his accomplishments in the first 10 years of his career, he has the same amount of trophies besides the Stanley Cup. He does not. That's the only trophy that he does not have.
I don't care about them.
He has a Conn Smythe. He has 2 visits
in
the Stanley Cup final.
Doesn't matter.
No,
he's got to be on there.
He is probably
when
a
you
reason.
have guys that have won multiple Stanley Cups with the same organization. I'm sorry.
No, you're kidding.
So you would put a Glenn Anderson.
Putting Paul Coffey.
No.
And I'm putting Grant Fuhr. Paul Coffey revolutionized D again. Stop it.
Okay, well, we'll do 2 separate ones because I can't do it without Connor.
This is
Leon.
unreal.
Connor is currently 2nd in scoring for the Edmonton Oilers all time. Leon is 5th. Leon might surpass Messier and Curry this year. He's going to have he hits 100 points, he'll do it. So let's see here. Let's see what the people are saying. Mike Pazuzu, Gretzky, Messier, McDavid, Draisaitl. Gretzky, Messier, McDavid, Draisaitl.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Let's see here. Nothing yet on the inbox. So, okay. So how about we all do one for the Edmonton Oilers?
Okay.
Because we're not going to agree. Gager, you're face of the franchise for the Edmonton Oilers.
Wayne Gretzky.
Okay.
Mark Messier.
Okay.
Grant Fuhr.
Okay.
Paul Coffey.
Okay. I already said mine, so Koob, you go.
Oh. Wayne Gretzky. Mark Messier. Connor McDavid.
Okay.
Probably Drake Kajula.
Hey, he's great.
And Leon Draisaitl.
Okay. So we have the same.
I have Grant Fuhr.
Grant.
Next.
Grant Fuhr, the greatest goalie of all time. The goalie like Wayne Gretzky said,
Goalie
if he
of
went
all
into
time?
any game, if he had one goalie, who would it be? You guys.
Dominic Hasek.
Stop it.
Old Gil says if McDavid doesn't sign, you tear down the face. We'll just erase it on AI.
Well, I do get what Gager's saying in the sense that, we have the Edmonton bias, right? I mean, McDavid has been around for 10 years.
This organization is measured by success of winning Stanley Cups, not individual awards. I'm sorry.
No, but you can't
I'm sorry.
Because we pick some players on other teams that won cups.
This
but
is
there was
different.
other players.
This is held at a higher regard. We're here.
This one says Curry, Coffee, Fuhr, not as good as Draisaitl. Then my buddy from the Elks says, disgusted at your lack of Ryan Smith. I mean, he's an absolute beauty. Don't get me wrong. Ryan Smith was Mr. Edmonton Oilers in the 90s, early 2000s.
He'd be right there.
There's just not enough rock for that mullet.
No.
If there were 6 players, maybe you'd make it. The thing about Connor McDavid, though, he is the most electrifying player of all time, not just for the Oilers. He's
I want to know
best player of all time.
I want to know what Reed Wilkins has.
Oh, yeah.
I know you weren't born yet, but you should have watched Wayne Gretzky, again, revolutionize the sport.
And McDavid did that as well. It's different generations. I know we hold higher regard to things of the past because it's history. And McDavid is making history at this moment. We're just living in it.
Chat. Let's see. Reed Wilkins, Gretzky, Messier, McDavid, Draisaitl. Where was that one? AH says Doug Wade ahead of Ryan Smith. No chance. Dougie Wade was great. We all love him, but he didn't put in the time. Well, he did, but Ryan Smith was Mr. Everything for the Oilers back before the salary cap came in. Reed Wilkins says Curry would be the only one who could challenge. You might have to fight Reed Wilkins in the break.
What challenge? What?
He has the third most points.
The challenge:
for the Oilers.
McDavid, Draisaitl, Messier, or Gretzky.
Sorry, man. That's the way I feel.
Supersize Indiana Jones.
I guarantee this is the thing. If you were to ask McDavid, he could trade in all that hardware for one Stanley Cup, he would. He didn't do any of that stuff. All the points, everything.
But he's still going to be like the face of the franchise.
And he means
not when he
so
leaves
much
next year.
to the franchise. Like, where would the franchise be if they didn't have Connor McDavid?
It'd be a good team with Leon Draisaitl.
They'd be good.
They'd be a good team. Not
Big Uke says not putting McDavid on the top 4 may be the first nominee for the controversy of the year, the 2026 XTs.
Yeah. No doubt. Well, like
that file's not even open yet.
I probably would have never gotten into watching hockey if it wasn't for Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. The dynamic duo was the reason why a lot of kids watch. Like
Collingwood Rob says, stop it, you guys. Mount Rushmore has to be Fuhr, Coffee, Messi, and Gretzky. You have to have a second franchise. You stop it, Collingwood Rob.
No, you stop it.
You guys are just okay with mediocrity. That's all.
Above average says Gretzky, Messier, McDavid, and Fuhr.
This is still shocking, though.
I mean, if Connor doesn't sign this year, he's right.
It doesn't matter.
We have to throw him off there. He loses his Oiler card. Right?
Well,
what about Nuge?
No.
Longest serve. Is he the longest?
No,
ever?
he didn't have a point per game season until he had 100 points.
No, I know, but so Nuge will surpass Kevin Lowe for most games all time as an Edmonton Oiler. How cool is that?
Where's Kevin Lowe? Where's the love for Kevin Lowe?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to put it. I'm just saying he'll
go on the wall of fame here.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't think the Oilers are retiring any numbers until McDavid and Draisaitl.
They do it every year.
No, retiring, like up in the rafters, like with Gretzky and all the 80s greats.
You think
not the Wall of Honor, like up in like retiring.
Those 97 gets retired.
But I think those are kind of
league-wide.
replacing the
Yeah.
So
Nuge for sure is a lock for as soon as he retires, he's going on the wall.
Yeah, like next day.
Yeah.
They're not going to wait at all. No.
No, Nuge will be the next one. I wonder who's going to be this year's. Do you have any inside info?
Well, I can talk to. I know some of the judges.
Oh,
but it's more so me trying to get my own.
Who was it last year?
Up there.
What was it? Greg? Randy Gregg?
I'm in the closet of shame.
The walk of shame.
Has Doug Waite been named yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been Doug Waite, Mac T, Charlie Huddy, Randy Gregg.
That's it?
I believe so. They only started 2 years ago, right?
Okay. So it's been 2
And the guys that the numbers that are up are already there. Like they're already kind of.
Yeah. They won't put him into the wall.
They don't do that stuff. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see who or was Lee Fogelin?
I think. Is Lee on there?
I want to say he was.
Me too.
If he's not, I bet you it's this year. He'll be and Ryan Smith will be soon.
Al Hamilton?
Hamilton's already up there.
Oh.
No, I think Smitty's on the wall.
You just
No.
said two.
No,
Or is he?
I think he is.
He is. Too.
Yeah.
This is 3 years. So what was the first year? Was it Ryan Smith and Lee Fogelin? And then Doug Waite. Doug Waite and
So Charlie Huddy, Doug Waite.
Yeah, okay. Then last year was Mac T and Randy Gregg, right? And the first year, it must have been Ryan Smith.
It had McDavid and Gregg, yeah.
It was Ryan Smith and maybe it was Lee Fogelin that year. I think that's what it was.
Let's see here. Yeah, it was Lee Fogelin and Ryan Smith. Good memory.
Thank you. Who goes up this year?
Well, let's look.
No, we don't know.
No, I know, but let's take a gander at the roster. Anyone from the 90s teams?
This is, I think, my personal opinion. I think it should be Bill Ranford,
Craig Muni,
and
Esa Tikkanen.
Maybe Tikkanen would be a good one.
Tikkanen should be up in the rafters, man. That guy was a legend.
Yeah.
I like Ranford, though.
Ranford should go.
Ranford and Tikkanen. How about that?
There's even kind of talk about Cujo a little bit, but he wasn't here.
He wasn't here that long.
Gagne?
But he was so good.
No, not Sam. Sam Gagne
Not
doesn't
even
make
close.
it. No.
No.
I think that's a good one, actually. Esa Tikkanen.
Would you have time for Hemsky?
Oh, 100%. I think he's a lock.
So
It's just
then
when.
Next year, I think it would be Hemsky and Ranford because they usually try to do new and old, right?
You'd put Ranford ahead of Esa Tikkanen? Like
so, yeah.
in years wise. Like I think they both get in at one point.
I think they do. But I think Billy goes up next year.
I mean, well deserved. Won a cup. He was absolutely fantastic.
He was great.
I think Hemsky's a lock. I think Greg Muni will get
What
in
about
there.
Hork?
Horkoff might, but down the road. Seriously,
I
though.
know.
Yeah. Who else? Yeah, I can't think. From the 90s teams, like a defenseman.
Todd Marchand?
Toddy, maybe. Yeah, because
Kelly Buckberger's got to go up too.
Bucky.
At some point.
Does Salo get in?
That's a good one too. He was so good for his time here.
Because I'd put Salo ahead of Cujo.
Yeah, you kind of have to, I think. Hey?
I think Tommy Salo played longer. I mean, Cujo was fantastic here. He led him to the 2 upsets in back-to-back years. Interesting, man. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see who they're going to do this year.
I know. Pronger?
Baggio says, I thought I heard they're not doing it this year.
Huh. I thought they were going to do it every year.
Oh, wait. I got to...
I can find... I know people. I can find out right now.
Oilers putting Hall of Fame inductions on pause until next year.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, whoever sent that article to me on the River Cree inbox. Afternoon inbox, which is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Hey, you want to check out some Barbie Girl and dance a little? Take you back?
It's too bad because I get into the game free if that's...
Aqua's in town tonight at the River Cree Resort and Casino. All you have to do for tickets is go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. They did their first show yesterday. Second one tonight. Go have some fun. River Cree Resort and Casino, the sponsor of our inbox, 780-218-9999. Good conversation. Who should be the next 2 going up? By all accounts, it's not going to happen this year, but we can still have fun. I like your Ranford, Hemsky. I think Tikkanen's, he should be up there for sure. I like Craig Muni, Tommy Salo. Where does he land? Yeah, it's a good discussion. Coming up next, we're going to head back to the field. Green and gold in action on Saturday. JJ Ross. It's been very impressive coming in for Devondrick Bynum. We'll chat with him next. He's Edmonton Elks defensive back, second-year player. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. We're back after the break. Here's Scoop Sports Update.
NHL insider Frank Seravalli reported that Kirill Kaprizov said no to an 8-year, $128 million extension in Minnesota, which would make history as the biggest contract in NHL history, worth $16 million per season. Out west, the Sharks have inked Michael Misa, their second overall pick from this year's draft, to his entry-level deal. The 18-year-old had 134 points in 65 games for the OHL Saginaw Spirit last season. In other news, Blues prospect Zach Dean has entered the NHL's Player Assistance Program. Well, out east, MLB action, it's the Jays facing the Astros tonight. Toronto taking their series opener 4-3 yesterday. Jose Barrios gets a start today, with Toronto sitting 3 games atop the AL East ahead of both the Yankees and Red Sox entering the contest. First pitch for that one goes at 5:07, and right now Boston is in action against the Athletics. They trail 2-1 top of the third inning, while the Rangers have a 5-2 lead over the Brewers in the sixth. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Catch some W football action this season. The next home game for the Elks comes on the 27th on Saturday as they battle the Riders. Tickets start at just $20. Get your tickets now at goelks.com. And from the Elks, JJ Ross connects with Hernan and Joaquin once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
The way the last 2 seasons ended, what sort of factors do you think that is in McDavid's mind thinking about the new deal?
See, to me, that would make me want to come back even more to finish the job, because you're getting to the final leg and you fail 2 years in a row. Would you not want to come back and finish it with the people you came with?
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Taco Tuesday just got wild at the Canadian Brewhouse. New tacos and quesadillas are just $3.49 all day. And after 4 p.m., sip $5.99 spicy mango margaritas and enjoy $2 off Corona tankers. Let's talk about a good time. The Canadian Brewhouse.
September is here. Although summer's entering the 7th inning stretch, the Jays are in full swing. Be ready for the baseball playoffs. And when the fall season arrives, create space with Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18+. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
We're back here on EST Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studios here in the west end of the city. Another beautiful day here. It looks like it's going to be a nice week. Nice September, hot weather, Joaquin, after a very weird summer. A lot of wind, a lot of rain. Not enough nice days, but we're getting them now. We're just ahead of JJ Ross from your Edmonton Elks. They're riding high. They've won 4 of their last 5 games, going to Toronto and play. Yesterday, we were talking about the INTs. Lowest they've had in an 18-game season has been 9 in 2022. They're at 3 right now, so they got to really pick it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They got 1 last game, so that's good. Maybe if they can get a couple in the following 6 games, that'd be fine and dandy. They're right there with the playoffs. You're hoping for, you know what's tough? So, Lions play the Red Blacks. Who do you want to win? You probably want the Red Blacks because you're still chasing the teams in the West.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because you want to surpass the Lions into 4th.
Yeah.
And then hope Winnipeg loses because they won't have Colaros. And then you can potentially be in 3rd. You won't even have to worry about it.
Well, then just to take your destiny into your own hands too at that point too, right?
Exactly.
You don't have to scoreboard watch as much.
Yeah. BC Lions loading up, bringing in TJ Lee, who was there, I think, last year. And Marquise Bridges, who was released by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers earlier this year. JJ Ross is about just a couple of minutes away. Coop's working on that, so it is all good. Tomorrow we got Thursday Night Football, Joaquin. It's going to be a good game, man. Commanders.
Is it?
It's Commanders Packers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Sunday.
No, that's going to be good.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
That'd be a good game, man.
Little Love Daniels.
Sorry
What?
for no, I like it. Did you say a
What are you
little
guys
love?
laughing at?
Because you said Love Daniels.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
thought it was their names.
but just the way you said.
Oh, okay.
The way
I
you-
can't not say that word that way. Love.
With Michael Parsons and
Oh yeah. I love him too.
Hey, did you know Purdy might not even play? He's hurt.
How'd he hurt himself?
No, who knows? Shoulder injury. Mac Jones might get the start. Oh, baby.
Nice.
Here he come.
Maybe they'll wear those awesome jerseys.
Good thing they're playing the Saints. In New Orleans, too. That's 2 road games for my Niners, so it's going to be interesting to see. Just waiting on JJ Ross here from the Edmonton Elks. Ace says Cujo was the best goalie they've ever had after Bill Ranford.
Yeah, I mean, Ranford won a cup.
Yeah, he was great.
And the Conn Smythe.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, look, I know I say this a lot, but I'm serious. The Oilers have been very fortunate with some of the goalies that have come through this organization. Yeah. Like they've been really, really good. And even if they didn't have a lot of success here, sometimes they went at other places and were really good. It's they've been quite lucky.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. And now they got Jeff Skinner.
Exactly.
I mean, did I say Jeff Skinner?
Yes. And I said exactly. I knew what you meant, though.
Oh, we're good to go here. As we're going to talk some CFL with Edmonton Elks defensive back JJ Ross joins us on the show right now. JJ, you're on with Joaquin and Hernan. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing excellent. Thank you for asking. JJ, you guys travel out here soon to Toronto after a big win on Saturday. How's the preparation been so far this week for your club?
It's been good. It's been really good. Just taking it day at a time. We're ready to go, man. I think we're just ready to keep on stacking them. So it's been a good one. It's been a short week, but it's been good.
JJ, what's I mean, that's a real emotional win that you had last game here against the Stampeders. What does that do for the confidence of the team moving forward to look at that kind of hallway towards the playoffs, and that light gets a little bit brighter?
I mean, honestly, man, I think it does a lot. I think, for myself, it's my first time being in a rivalry like that, not necessarily knowing exactly what goes on into it. But, I think it was big for our ball club just because I think it was at the right time. I think we were catching stride at the right time, too. And they're a good team too. So they're ahead in the West right now. And so I think, I don't know if they're ahead in the West, but them or SAS, one or the other. But they're a good ball club. We knew that we had to play good on all three phases and come together and get that done. And I think just going into like the rest of the season, everyone was telling me that the real season doesn't start until after Labor Day. So I think it was just really important that we got that win, and I think we got to keep stacking and just keep going, really. So.
JJ, you joined the team late last year. You got into one game so far this year. You came in due to injury. You've played 7 games. You've looked really good. You got 28 tackles, 1 forced fumble. Just speak on your game and the confidence you have just getting in there, playing kind of a different style of football, bigger field, different rules. How's it all come together for you? Because I'll be honest, JJ, it looks like you haven't missed a beat out there.
I appreciate that, man. Well, first off, man, I give all glory to God, just giving me the opportunity to go out here and play each and every day. But just really, I got here last year, mid-season, and, it was the first time just really not playing ever for myself. And it was like a first-time experience of just coming up and just watching, having to get used to the play calls, getting used to the rules up here. So I think it was a good learning curve for me, honestly. And I was just really preparing throughout the whole time, and whenever my number was called, I was going to be ready to go. So whenever that was the case this year, I told myself whenever I get in here, there's no turning back. So I think just really just attacking the day each and every day, just trying to get 1% better as much as possible. And I take my preparation very serious, and I think just doing that is what I guess has allowed me to have a little bit of success. And honestly, I think I'm just getting started, man. So. I just try to keep my head down and keep going and just try to be the best I can be for my ball club.
JJ, it's always interesting to me when players come up and play in the CFL and the adjustments made, and it's, obviously there's the field adjustment and stuff, but when you came up and started playing in the CFL, what aspects of playing on that bigger field did you go, oh my gosh, this suits my game style. This is where I can really excel?
Honestly, man, I try not to think too much of it, man. Football is football. There's a little bit of tweaked rules here, but not too much. So I just, like I said, I just really just try to take hone on my preparation and really just let my game speak for itself. And so I didn't really think too much on it, really. But I will say when I first got up here, I definitely had to get used to the waggle. That was something I definitely had to get used to. That was not something I was used to. And it took me maybe a couple of practices to get used to it. So, but honestly, man, I like the CFL. I think it's a cool game, exciting game. And, I think it's always keep people on their feet because it always comes down to a wire and anyone can win at any given day. So, I like the game a lot up here. So, but it definitely has taught me a lot. And, yeah, man, I think just being able to play with a good group of guys too is what really has helped me too, just grow. And I just want to continue to grow and be the best player that I can be up here. So, yeah, man.
JJ, how much did you know of the CFL before coming up here?
That's the thing. I knew of the CFL, and I knew of a couple teams, but I didn't know a lot about it. I will not lie. But I got informed by one of my agents back at home after I had a couple of rookie mini camps in the NFL. And my agent told me that a couple teams were interested. And honestly, I didn't really know too much, but I knew that it was good ball. And when I got up here, it was good, man. It was a good atmosphere. I think the crowd and all that, just the fans around Canada is pretty big. I didn't know that it was that big up here until I got to see it for myself, and be in the game. So it's definitely a good experience, man.
That's great, JJ. JJ Ross, Edmonton Elks defensive back, joining us here on EST Afternoons. JJ, a lot's been made about the secondary of the Edmonton Elks. I mean, the defense as a whole has really turned it around in the last 5-6 weeks. You're not allowing a lot of points, really shutting down some good quarterbacks. Yep. But the team only has 3 interceptions. For your group, is that a big deal? I know the fans make, we talk about it more in the media, and the fans do as well. They want to see more picks. But for you guys, as long as you're playing steady football, does the number of INTs for your group come into conversation at all?
I'm not going to act like that hasn't been the conversation. We know it'll come. Just got to keep doing what we're doing. Just staying hauled in on the details, and just make sure that we're in the right spots to be able to do so. And we know the ball will come eventually, but yeah, I mean, as a defensive back, that's kind of our job, to take the ball away and to make sure the other team doesn't catch the ball. So I feel like we've been doing a good job of just, not allowing teams to get in the end zone the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. So, we have a lot more area to grow in that area, but definitely though, we're definitely trying to get our hands on some footballs, and I think that could definitely be a tremendous jump for our team too. So that's definitely the goal, definitely.
JJ, now you've been here. This is your second season with the Elks. Well, kind of a year and a half here. What are your favorites? Yeah. What do you like about the city of Edmonton? What are some of your favorite spots, maybe to go grab a bite to eat or something like that?
Oh, okay. Actually, man, I don't really do too much, man. I'm really just I'm kind of a boring guy, man. I really just a football nerd. I really just care about just playing ball, hanging out with a couple of my teammates, honestly. But I do check out the city and stuff sometimes. And some food spots that I like to go to. I would probably say like Cactus. Cactus is a good food spot that I like to go to. I like OEB breakfast a lot. I go there all the time. Yeah, I'm a regular there, so they know me there for sure. And a couple other little areas around here. But yeah, man, I love the city of Edmonton though, man. It's big too. I didn't know it was this big. And honestly, I mean, I got to continue to get to know it more the more I be here. So, I feel like the fans, they've been waiting for us to turn this, this program around. So I can feel it. I can feel the energy and the love that they have for us. So I think it's all coming together at the right time, man. I think everything's clicking, and I think Coach Killam has been doing a really good job of just bringing the guys together and just all of us playing for each other, really. So I think the future is bright for us, and we just got to keep going, man. Keep stacking week by week.
Nice. Yes, you guys are playing some great football. Back at it on Saturday from Toronto. JJ, one last one for you. Who's your NFL team?
Man, I don't really have an NFL team.
Oh,
man.
really?
Whoever.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't. Yeah. I really just have like guys that I like to watch. To be honest,
okay.
I'm a fan of the game, really. So I really just enjoy it. The more I've gotten older and the more I became a pro, I don't really have like a certain team that I just like. But yeah, man, I have a lot of guys that I like to watch. A lot of DBs in the NFL that I try to emulate my game a little bit after. And so that's really it, though.
Who's the DB you like to watch in the NFL?
I like a lot of guys, man. But I would say for myself, my top 5 DBs right now, I would say, really mainly corners because I'm a corner. But Jalen Ramsey's always going to be a guy for me. Growing up, just watching him, watching how how he attacks the game and how he plays it at the right level, man. I love his game. A couple of new guys coming in the league recently, like Pastor Tan, J.C. Horn, guys like that, like Jair Alexander, Denzel Ward. Those really are like my top 5 guys really right now. Like I like to watch their game a lot and just try to take a little bits of their game, try to put it in mine. Try to be the best player that I can be too. So. But yeah, man, I'm just a fan of football, bro. I love football a lot. So
that's great. That's great, JJ. I mean, like I said earlier, it looks like you're a CFL veteran. You've played really solid. The team as a whole is really coming around, and very excited to see what you guys can do here in the last half of the season. JJ, thank you for your time. All the best in Toronto, my guy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. You guys have a good one.
All right, that's JJ Ross from the Edmonton Elks. The more and more we get to know these rookies or these new guys to the Edmonton Elks, they're all awesome.
I think they're coming together too.
Yeah. He
He
said he was kind of a boring guy. He's just a football guy.
It's fine.
I don't believe that. I just don't think it. I love how they all say cactus. We gotta get these guys out more.
I know. Jeez.
Nothing against cactus. It's great, but it's it's great.
There's 2 of them, right?
West End and downtown.
Yeah. Those are the only 2?
Yeah. I haven't been there in years.
Yeah. I don't think...
The second restaurant I went to after the first time, like when COVID hit and it opened for the first time, I think we went to Cactus.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last time I went was after COVID. Because I distinctly remember I had to go a certain way to get to the bathroom. I had to follow the arrow.
Oh, it was different.
Maybe you see those arrows in places and just go, ugh.
I did like him in the supermarkets.
I did.
Yeah.
I think they should still
because
have
now
them
everybody's just
all over the place.
all over the place.
I did like those arrows.
Yeah.
And then I'd always, someone would,
I finally met someone that liked the arrows.
Really?
Yeah, everybody I've met, they're like, I hate them.
no, when you're going down that aisle,
Yeah.
and then, you miss something and you look back and you're like, ugh. And then maybe I'd run back if no one was there. But if I saw someone there, I'd like, oh, and I go around. But I liked it.
Yeah. Just had order. I liked order.
It is.
It is. That was great. Big shout out to Mike Curry from the Elks for hooking that up. I think they fly out tomorrow because it's an early game on Saturday. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we'll wait for the injury report as well. Nick Anderson was limited yesterday. He's on the field, but a few guys missing, Brinkman, Leak, and Tanner Green, which is a little concerning, so we'll see what their status is today. We won't have a depth chart until Friday, and we'll see what's going on there, but the team is rolling. They're playing some good football. Cody Fajardo's presence, veteran presence, has really done wonders for this team, and JC Sherritt's got the defense flying around, man. They're playing some great, inspiring football right now, and let's get those picks up, too. Let's get over 9 for the season. They're at 3 right now. They did get 1 in their last game. Like always, hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. We say hello to a few of the Winnipeggers that have come over from WST, the Hustlerites, the WSTers. Nice. Hello, Winnipeg. Welcome back when the hockey season starts. You guys are usually pretty consistent in checking out the shows here at EST, and we appreciate that. We truly do. Thank you for the thumbs up, and thank you for watching and listening to us. Of course, you can also hit us up on the afternoon inbox, which is brought to you by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their happy hour. It's $5.25 drinks, available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Up next, we close out EST Afternoons. Get you set for the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. We're back after the break. Sports update time with Coop.
According to NHL insider Frank Seravalli, Kirill Kaprizov turned down a $128 million contract extension in Minnesota, with the Wild reportedly offering Kaprizov an 8-year deal worth $16 million annually. And the 28-year-old had 56 points in 41 games during an injury-shortened season last year. While for the Sharks, this year's second overall pick, Michael Misa signed his entry-level deal. Last season with the Saginaw Spirit in the OHL, he potted 62 goals, 134 points in 65 games. While in St. Louis, 22-year-old Blues prospect Zach Dean has entered the NHL's player assistance program. On the diamond, the Jays host the Astros for Game 2 of their series. Toronto picked up a 4-3 win in last night's series opener. Jose Barrios takes the mound today with the first pitch at 5:07. And 4 games are underway around the league. The D-backs hold a 4-0 lead over the Giants in the third, while the Red Sox and A's are tied at 2 apiece entering the fourth. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back after a brief break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
World-renowned top psychic medium and the star of Meet the Frasers, Matt Fraser comes to River Cree Resort and Casino on September 12th and 13th for a couple of special live shows. Join Matt for 2 nights of healing, hope, and laughter. Matt has become a trusted figure for people seeking closure, guidance, and connection with their loved ones. Don't miss Matt Fraser live at River Cree Resort and Casino September 12th and 13th. Both shows are 18 plus. Get your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com.
Final segment here.
You got that?
I was eating an apple.
I know.
Final segment here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Zach Kubich, Hernan and Salas. We got to get to our courageous moment for the Alberta Blue Cross. Courage to shoot your shot on and off the ice. Alberta Blue Cross is right there with Albertans. And our courageous moment is going to be Coob.
Oh, what?
Do you want to know why?
I'm scared.
Don't be scared. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Our young guy, Coob, a courageous moment. He informed YouTube Trev and I today that he's been getting up at 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going for a 6 a.m. Jiu-jitsu class.
Really?
Yeah.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
I think it takes a lot of courage for young Coob to get up that early, first of all. Second of all,
go get his butt kicked at 6 o'clock in the morning.
and go learn an art like jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Where you're probably going to get, like you said, your butt kicked for the first probably 10 classes. But then he's going to become a deadly weapon.
Well, I the last time I did it, it was over a year ago. I did it for a while, but this is a new place. They have, new different customs and stuff like that. But like waking up that early, it's brutal, man. And honestly, the reason I did it is because Jay's been running, Hernan, you've been running, and I know Reed
has
started running. You guys did the marathons and stuff like that, and like Reed got back to it, and that was one thing he wanted to get back into was running.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I've always wanted to get back on the mats, start rolling, doing some jiu-jitsu, some leg locks and rear naked chokes and whatever, arm bars, triangles, whatever.
No, but
and I did it, yeah.
But it's courageous to take on something so brand new, right? Like jiu-jitsu, man. Like that's intimidating to do. Like if you want to take a boxing class or you want to take a kickboxing or taekwondo
Krav Maga class.
Yeah, like those things, it takes a lot of courage to just show up there and be like, let's go. And you don't know how to do anything, but you're learning and it's jiu-jitsu, it's difficult, man.
Oh yeah,
extremely difficult.
It's odd. There was one guy who was doing his very first class ever. Like I was familiar with the sport beforehand, but this guy stepped in. He didn't even have like a gi or anything. I had my own, but he had to borrow it from the establishment. And like you could tell he was super nervous to like get on the mats because one, it's complete strangers. Two, you don't even know what the heck's going on. Maybe you Googled it or saw that they had free classes or whatever, but like to do something like that, it's pretty intense. And at 6 a.m, adds that extra layer.
That would be, I did. So what do you train for, an hour?
We trained until like 7:15. So like an hour of learning.
So you guys just on the ground learning different techniques and moves and all that?
Yeah, the teacher, the black belt, would get in the middle of the floor and, have an instruction and tell us to go do it, break off into groups. We had some warm-ups and stuff like that to stretch out. You don't want to pull a hammy.
Well, maybe when you get really good, you and Joaquin can wrestle on the show.
Why doesn't he wrestle you? With your background in guerrilla warfare down in the jungles of Chile, it might be we might be able to sell this thing.
I'll fight, Coob.
What's the difference between jiu-jitsu and judo?
Judo is
Big
less
difference.
so It is actually a huge difference.
It is.
It genuinely is. Yeah, judo is Japanese style martial art, which is still
more like-
using a gi. It's more throws and tosses
I know,
and stuff like
but
that.
I'm just-
and their competitions look very similar because there's grips that are used the same to try and take people down.
Yeah.
But once there's a takedown that happens in the sport of judo,
over.
it basically stops. You don't really pin them. You don't try and choke them out, but Jiu-jitsu is more grappling. So you're like very close with one another. You can start standing or on the floor. There's certain positions, but the goal is to choke them out or make them tap out and make them so uncomfortable that they want to stop.
Like Anderson Silva one time was getting beat up the whole match to Shale Sonnen, and he hadn't lost in a long. And honestly, like he couldn't do anything. And then finally, Anderson Silva was on the mat on his back, and Sonnen's over top of him, and he put him in an arm hold out of jiu-jitsu and beat him.
Yeah, and he was beating him the whole fight, and he just came back, and
that's that whole Hoist Gracie. When I watched the original, who's this guy in the gi? He's gonna get killed.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden you see this
5'7",
guy get it, and they get all tangled up, and then the guy would go, stop, and then it was over.
Jiu-jitsu's awesome. You want to do a class?
Sweet, yeah.
No,
they're free. I mean, you guys could come if you want to come tomorrow at 6 a.m. I'll send you the place.
You want no part of physical activity, do you?
No. I did it forever. I'm good.
So Barry the Cheater says Slav Kornick is very good at that ice coop. What, I don't know what that means.
Probably very good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who I know.
Judo is throws from VR. Yeah.
It essentially is. Yeah. They use the same from, other martial arts and stuff like that.
Did you ever take any?
It's a lot of takedowns.
No.
Karate?
No, did you?
Yeah, I took. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing?
Just the way you said it.
I was a weapon.
I just learned from the movies, man.
I did Taekwondo.
Kimball
and
Slice.
then I remember when we split up. I was younger, and I split up with this woman. She was older.
Yeah.
And we were like doing side kicks with the blockers or whatever, like back and forth. And she was kicking so hard. And I didn't want to kick her that hard, right? And she was just beating me. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Why is she kicking me so hard?
Yeah.
And so I left.
Yeah, well, it is very humbling, like any of those martial arts or anything like that, because you can be beat by somebody who's like half your size. And I've rolled with women who are like 5'1", like 110 pounds or something.
Me too.
And they'd win the roll. Like you have 5 minutes on the mat and they're in the advantageous position.
This is awful.
Oh my God. We're going to get turned off.
We're going to get canceled. Dusty's going to be storming in just a minute here. Yeah.
How much time left?
Is there a drop button? Oh, wait, we don't have one of those.
Gosh, that was terrible.
That was good.
I don't even remember what I was going to say. I did sign up for a kickboxing class, but COVID hit. Everything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or you're going to be like Tung Pao.
So Hernan, when are we fighting? We gotta do it for charity or something.
Oh, Slav Kornick's buddy from Global. I don't know why I drew a blank.
Oh, okay.
He's a solid piece, man.
Really?
Like he's
okay. All right. Jesus, where are we going? End the show.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great day. Yeah. Oh, no.
You could have used any other words.
I know.
Slav.
I meant to say like he's like.
I know what you meant, but solid piece. Come on.
I'll fight Zach.
So.
Okay. So when and where? It'll be like Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson.
We gotta pump this up. We need time.
Thing we're not on CRTC right now.
P. Dan Jets fan says wax on, wax off. Yeah, that's how I learned from. Oh boy, yeah. I had a lot to get to here for this day's sport. We have no time. We have no. Hey, big shout out to Derek Van Diest from NHL.com for joining us, and JJ Ross from the Edmonton Elks. A good conversation. The boys are feeling confident, very confident. Hey, it's Chris Joseph's birthday today.
Chris Joseph?
Yeah.
Shoot, I just texted him.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He's a good lad, and don't have time for anything else after that. No more jiu-jitsu talk. That was our courageous moment presented by Alberta Blue Cross. Every win, every setback, every moment of courage, Alberta Blue Cross is proud to be right there with the Albertans through all of life's meaningful moments. And it's Coob taking up his jiu-jitsu classes again. Takes a lot of courage to get into that.
Just confirm that there is no Wall of Fame.
Okay, and no Wall of Fame. Hey, keep it locked here. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up. For Coop, for Joaquin, I'm Hernan saying, enjoy the day. We love you. Ciao.